The Torah tells us that we have to be Mechaser HaDam after Shechita. Parshas Acharei Mois, Perek Yud Zayin, Posuck Yud Gimel Yud the Posuck says, V'ish mibnei Yisrael, v'nager agor b'sechem, asher yosud seid chaya oy oif, asher yechal v'shavach es dame v'chisou ba'afar. Ki nefesh kol basar dame b'nafshehu. So, although the Torah gives us a reason why we have to cover the blood, and the reason is because nefesh kol basar dame b'nafshehu, we'll see what that means. Still, the Torah only says that you have to be mechaser HaDam of a chaya and a oif, only the blood of a wild animal and a bird and fowl, but not of behemoth. Why is that? If nefesh kol basar dam b'nafshe is a reason that we have to cover always blood, that we have to cover the blood, why shouldn't we have to cover the blood of a behemoth? So the Rishonim talk about it, and they give various reasons. The Chinuch explains what's the ki nefesh kol basar dam b'nafshe. So he says that the life of an animal is represented by its blood, and therefore, if you're gonna just leave that open, that's gonna show a tremendous amount of achzorius to us. To just achzorius b'nafshenu lechel habasar, we're gonna go eat the blood, v'nefesh, and the nefesh, meaning the life, that's the blood, is symbolizes the life, and we see the life of the animal just sitting there nishbach lefaneinu. And the Acharei explains something similar to that. He says that the nefesh of a behemoth, the blood of an animal is like a kederech shetziv Hashem likbar adam meis b'nei kvoidei. The same thing, that we value life, and just like a person's body has to be buried. The Torah tells us that we have to bury the body. The same thing is that this blood has to be covered. So why don't we have to cover the blood of a behemoth? So there the Chinuch says that because of behemoth, anyway, some of the blood is going to have to be nishbach on the mizbeach. Because behemoth is going to have to, we shefach, we do by karbanos, we have to be shefach some of the blood on the mizbeach. So therefore, we're not gonna. The Torah didn't tell us to make a kisoi on any blood of a behemoth. And the same thing is with the Ramban and the Balei Turim and the other Rishonim. They give other reasons for the reason of Kisoi HaDam, not because of the achzorius, not because of covering of life, our value for life, but other reasons for Kisoi HaDam. The Ramban and the Balei Turim say the reason is because we have no business really eating flesh. We have no business where it's like we're who ein dam yochel dam. We have no business, or ein nefesh yochel nefesh. What are we doing over here? And so therefore we have to cover it, except by behemoth. We're redeemed by bringing karbonos. And the Rashbam says that the reason for Kisoi HaDam is because we're afraid that we're going to come to bringing to eating the dam, and there's esa to eat dam, so we cover it. However, by a behemoth, again, we have to leave it open. We have to leave the behemoth's dam open because some dam of the behemoth is going to be brought on karbonos. So the bottom line is the difference in between oif and chaya and behemoth, like all these rishonim, is because by a behemoth it's brought on the mizbeach. The problem with that is obviously the problem is that and the Rishonim grapple with this problem that not all behemoths are brought on the mizbeach. First of all, even when there's a Beis Hamikdash, not all the behemoths are brought on the mizbeach, and when there's no mizbeach, none of the behemoths are brought on the mizbeach. When there's no Beis Hamikdash, none of the behemoths are brought on the mizbeach. And also, oifos, there are some oifos, there's the term b'nei Yonah that are brought on the mizbeach. So this chiluk is a little problematic, and the Rishonim grapple with that. On the other hand, there's another pshat, and then there's another pshat from the Seforno, that the Seforno explains that the reason for Kisoi HaDam is because if you leave blood out, it's gonna attract shadim. It's gonna attract different kinds of shadim somehow. Ki nefesh kol adam, ki nefesh kol bas adam. Ibn Afshi explains, because since there's the nefesh adam, that's what the shadim are attracted to, and that we can't leave exposed. But here he explains the chiluk in between. What's the difference in between a chay and a behema, a chay and a oif and a behema? He says like this, because chayis and oifis, where do we trap them? We trap them out in the wild. They're trapped in the wild, and right there they get trapped, and right away you shecht. You're not going to bring it back kicking and screaming. You shecht it over there out in the wild, and so if you would leave the blood there, it will stay open, and it would attract shade. However, a behema is done over here domestically. We do it over here in domestic. A behema is generally speaking raised in the city, in the town, around locally, and therefore you're not going to just leave blood around, so it's not going to attract shade. So I'm just thinking that maybe we could merge the pshat of the chinuch with the seforno. The pshat of the Rishonim, like the Chinuch and the Archaim, that explain that the reason that the problem with blood is that it represents life, and just leaving it around, leaving it mushlach arza, just leaving it strewed around on the floor, that's tremendous achzarius, that's inhumane, and just like we don't leave a person's body there, we're not going to leave an animal's life just sitting out there, just out in the open. But that's only by a oif and a chaya, which you generally shecht out in the wild. So you would just shecht it right there. No one's going to bother cleaning it up. Nobody lives there. Nobody hangs out over there. You shecht it up. You leave the blood there, and you come home with the meat. But a behema that gets slaughtered domestically, no one would anyways leave blood just sitting around. So therefore, it wouldn't have that achzorius. It wouldn't have that terrible feeling of achzorius. So we wouldn't be disrespecting the life of the animal by just leaving blood around, because no one's going to leave the blood around in the city, in the town, locally. So that if we put together the chinuch's reason, the chinuch and the Archaim and those that explain that the reason for Kisoi HaDam is for the respect of the life of the animal, and we take the chiluk, the difference in between chaya oif on one hand, that they are generally trapped and caught in the wild and killed and slaughtered in the wild, and behema, which is raised domestically and slaughtered here locally. So that's the chiluk. So if we take the chinuch's reason for Kisoi HaDam and the seforno's chiluk in between behema chaya and behema and a oif, behema on one side and a chaya oif on the other side, maybe we could understand this parsha a little better.